Welcome back to the channel. After a long search, I finally found the Flash. Target exclusive, gold label. Currently going through stuff to sell at a toy show if I can get a booth there. Working a lot. I've probably mentioned this in every video I do. Used to be like 3 or 4 videos a week. Now the 1 a week, 2 weeks. So still trying to get videos out for the longtime viewers of the channel. So just hopefully you can stay with me here, trying to get some videos out still, but till then, figured might as well take a look at this Flash, which is definitely it's a pretty solid figure, very interesting, very different from the other Flash, but I'm pretty glad to found it finally. Before we get into the Flash, does come with the cyborg legs. Cyborg Bath, really excited to build this, ignore some of the stuff I am doing to the gun there. Probably talk about that in its own separate video, but finally have the legs, just need the head left. Then we do have the masked, normal Flash head. Looks pretty good there. And on top of that, surprisingly, which this was one of the, really big draws, have the unmasked head here with the mask, I guess, down. I don't even know what you call that, but separate piece there, so that's pretty nice there. Paint's pretty crisp on this guy. I'm not sure the camera exactly does it justice, especially the light I have it in, but that yellow's pretty nice. The red's a nice, not necessarily a real bright red, but it's definitely noticeable, especially with that yellow and the white. It's pretty nice in general. Doesn't look like the paint's that bad there on the torso or belt or anything. Now, I thought this was all new sculpt. Now, I'm not too sure anymore. I don't think I have the figure besides me, or else I'd pull them out, but they've used the mold a couple times, and I'm thinking it is skinnier than this, but I'm not sure. It is, well, what I consider the Nightwing mold. The last Nightwing they did, and the last figure, I think that was actually in the Cyborg Wave had it. And it looks very similar to that. I think the torso, it doesn't have that much muscular on the torso, so the torso's gotta be new if I'm right. So it almost looks like the arms are new, or arms are old, but I wouldn't think would they do that? Are these the old arms? And then I was almost, like, these legs look very familiar, and then they put the boot covers on because that ankle looks pretty similar to the legs, but it's a new crotch piece. So did they do a new crotch piece, a new upper torso? I don't know. I can't find those two figures. Well, the Nightwing's on the shelf on the very back. I don't feel like knocking the whole shelf down, but I'm not exactly sure if any of this is reuse or if it is all new sculpt. I'm sure someone will let me know, but yeah, I'm not too certain. Or, well, I guess testing him, besides the other Flash here, these are definitely two very different Flash figures. So we have the original one Mcfarlane did, which for the longest time was one definitely in my top 5-10 favorite Mcfarlane figures. This is a very fun Flash figure in general, just to like pick up and pose. It's definitely different, if that's your collection, but I feel like this new Flash is definitely dedicated towards more people rather than the original one here, but I do still have a place. I still really, again, I really like the original one, but this new one definitely does seem better as just a straight up Flash, but probably does fit in scale better too with the rest. This Flash was really tall, but still just kind of depends what you want in your collection. Other size comparisons: Marvel Legends, Captain America, Transformers, Rise of the Beast, Mainline Optimus, got a Marvel Legends Across the Spider-Verse Spider-Gwen, and besides another Mcfarlane, the hazmat bat suit there. So pretty close. There is the Flash. Not too much else to say. Really is a nice figure. I don't have too many issues with it, so I mean, it's definitely a pretty good figure, but I don't think there's anything, well, again, paint's good, articulation's good, everything's good. It's definitely a very good figure, but there's nothing blown away by it, if you don't like the Flash or whatever, blah, 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 you need to track this guy down immediately. If you see him, whatever, get him. If you like the Flash, get him. Justice League, whatever, get him, but, you don't collect DC, Mcfarlane, whatever. I don't really think you need to go out of your way to get him, but if you do, he is definitely a very nice addition to the collection. Very nice Flash figure, so pretty glad to have him. There he is. Not much else to say. If you're gonna pick him up, if you haven't found him yet, let me know what you think. He's still hitting areas. Didn't even find him at my local one. Within whatever, probably at least within half an hour to an hour of my area, they won't stock them. They haven't gotten any yet, so found this guy about hour and a half away, so pretty glad to have him finally. But thanks for watching, stay tuned, and see you in the next one.